Alright, YouTube, I've got another one. Today is the Cold Steel Marauder Bowie. I've had this knife for a couple months now, and it very quickly became my everyday carry, my EDC. Comes with the Secure-X sheath, which is probably the best sheath in the business. I like that it can dangle and keeps the large knife from getting in your way when you jump in your pickup truck. You can swing it out of the way of the seatbelt and stuff. Let me show you this knife. The markings have worn off the spine from being polished. It gets little rust dots from me sweating on it at work and stuff, so I just take some 1500 grit sandpaper and just rub the rust off. This is a beautiful knife. It's a good knife. Fairly thick. I don't have the dimensions for you. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of showing off this knife that I love this thing. Wasn't too sure about the sub hilt. A lot of guys online are saying, well, it's not good for chopping because that sub hilt gets in your way. It rubs my little fingies. That's kind of silly. It's soft rubber. And what I very much like about this knife is that even for its 9.5-inch blade, or 9-inch blade, something like that, it doesn't have a big, fat, girthy handle. It's got a well-shaped handle, nice palm swell. This thing is not going to come out of your hand. Excellent chopper. Excellent for in the kitchen because you've got enough belly to do some good chopping before the guard starts touching the surface. You can see from here to the tip, that's probably 4.5, 5 inches of cutting surface that you get before you're bottoming out. And if you go to the edge of the counter, you get your whole blade length. Absolutely gorgeous knife. What I like to do with this Secure-X sheath is I'll take the snaps and actually put them inside of here where your belt goes through. Snap that together inside of there. So then when you've got the knife in the sheath, you end up with a dangler because it's not snapped off right here. It's loose, or hangs loose, but the knife is still retained because you hear that pop, it pops into that sheath and it's not coming out. You could probably really yank it out, but when is that going to happen on your hip? Now, before anybody asks, these pieces here, the Secure-X sheath comes with the eyelets where you can attach different things and put a tech lock on here. I don't like tech locks because they add so much distance between your back, for scout carry. A tech lock on here is going to add so much more space, and it's holding it away from your back. So what I do is take literally a wire hanger and cut it, and then use my Leatherman multi-tool and put a little hook on there, 90-degree bend, 90-degree bend, another little hook. So then, to put it on my belt to carry scout carry. The belt goes through here, through the belt loop on your pants. You just kind of have to work it behind your back, get the belt through your belt loop, through this side, and then around your waist, which gives this a very, very, very flat profile. The other thing about a tech lock that nobody seems to talk about is if you have a tech lock here and here, and it's on your back, if you try to drive a vehicle, you know, you sit down, it's just mercilessly pushing into your back because, you know, this is crammed up against the seat and you've got these giant bumps just pushing up against your, you know, the back of your hips or your low back. And so that's my little trick so I can either scout carry or belt loop carry. Just absolutely a beautiful piece. If you're going to buy a Bowie knife for looks, and see, I do have a few rust spots because I carry it every day, I work outside, I sweat a lot, but I mean, that is just a thing of beauty. Gorgeous knife, good knife, seems to hold a really good edge. AUS 8A stainless, Japanese stainless. Tends to get a poor rap nowadays because everybody on the internet is a steel aficionado. Here's the deal. It may not be the most premium stainless steel that you can get. Makes a damn good looking blade and is fully functional. I've had no problems, no chipping. You know, I'm chopping bushes and brush and branches. I'm cutting food for dinner. And I've had no issues with this steel. So there's a lot of steel snobs out there that, you know, when I purchased this knife, I had a buddy of mine tell me, oh, you know, AUS 8A, that's trash steel. That's garbage steel. You don't want that. Well, I'm really glad I didn't listen to him because thus far, I'd say 4 or 5 months now, this has been a really good knife. So, just kind of wanted to show you the new piece. I'll try to get some new videos up. Right now is my busy season. I'm working 6-7 days a week, so it's hard to get stuff on my YouTube channel. So anybody that's subscribed, thank you, and I hope you enjoy. And also, you can get this freaking knife for about $90. I think that's what my wife paid for it. It was a gift. She paid like $90-something, and it comes with all that. So, hope you enjoy, and see you guys out here in the field.